This tutorial is an introduction to Art and Architecture Complete database. This database is a great starting point for researching a variety of art and architecture topics. To find this database on the library's webpage, place your cursor over Find Resources on the left side of the screen. Then click on the Databases by Subject option. On the page that opens up under the Art and Images category, here's Art and Architecture Complete. If you want to use any of our databases from off campus, you will be asked for a username and password. Enter your Titan Live username and password, and then you can use the database. I'm going to select the database to get started. This is the basic search screen. You can limit search results to complete articles by checking the full text box in the Limit Your Results section. If your instructor requires you to use articles from research journals, check the peer-reviewed limit. If you want to find magazine or newspaper articles, leave the box unchecked. There are several other ways available to limit the search listed below. We can begin a search in this box near the top of the screen by typing in search terms combined with AND. This is a default search setting based on Boolean algebra. The capitalized AND is one search operator you can use. By combining terms with AND, we're telling the database to look for sets of information that overlap. Here's an example. There are two other search operators you can use. Use NOT in a search to exclude a keyword, like this. Another search operator you can use is OR, between keywords combined with other search operators. This is a way to broaden a search. Here's an example. In the next example, we will use two search techniques that are built into the database. Always put phrases or personal names in quotes so that those terms are found beside each other. Truncation is another way to expand a search by combining a root word with an asterisk at the end. Here's how that looks in a search. The quotation marks mean we will find the words stained and glass beside each other as a phrase. The asterisk at the end of collection means we will find the word collection and collections, the plural form of that word, in our search results. I've already checked the full text limit, so I'll click on search. And here's the results screen. We have 110 results. We have several ways to limit the search on the left side of the screen. You can limit by publication date here, and your instructor may tell you to use recent material for your class assignments. We will slide this bar across the screen to limit results to articles published in 2010 or later. The subject limit is another way to limit results. If you still had a large number of results after limiting by publication date, you might try using this limit. I'll show you how this works. If you select any of the other limits on the left side of the screen, make sure you click on Show More to see all options available under that limit. You would scroll through this list in the box that opened up and check off categories to limit results, and then click on the yellow update button at the bottom. We're going to close the subject limit. You can use the preview tool on the right beside of every article to see a small abstract that summarizes the article. You can open up the article with the full text link inside the preview tool, or use the link on the results page. We're going to open up number 3 by clicking on the full text link. And here's the article. On the right, we have the option to print or email the article. Since this is a PDF format article, we can use the download option in the PDF toolbar to save the article to a drive. The citation tool is the 4th icon on the right. I'm going to open that up. Just make sure you scroll down until you find the proper citation used in your class, and then you could copy that citation and insert it into your document. We're going to close the citation tool. Another way to do this is to use the print or email command and include the citation along with the complete article. I'll show you how this works with the email option. Just make sure you select the circle beside of citation format, and then use the drop down arrow to select the format used in your class. Then on the left side of the screen, you would insert your email address, type in a subject, and click on Send. We're going to close the email tool, and on the left we're going to click on Result List. If you know you'll be gathering several articles, you can use the folder option. You can select the blue folder with a plus sign, and this folder option becomes active. And you can select other articles. When you finish selecting articles, you can click on Folder View on the right, or click on Folder at the top of the screen. On this screen, click on this box on the left, and all of the selected articles will be available to print, email, or download. You can include the citation when you do this, just like our example earlier. These articles will be saved for as long as you work on the computer, but will not be saved overnight after you finish your search. To use the folder option and keep articles over a period of days or weeks, you would click on the Sign In to My EBSCOhost link on the top left side of the screen. And here's your link to create an account that would allow you to save those articles over time. We're going to click on New Search to go back to the basic search screen. And this time we're going to take a look at the Advanced Search option. So we'll click on this link under the basic search field. Advanced Search gives you additional options to control your results before you click on the search button. You can define different search operators between keywords by using the drop-down arrow on the left. On the right, we can click on the plus sign to add a search field and insert additional keywords. Or we can use the minus sign to eliminate a search field. And for each keyword or phrase used, we can use this drop-down arrow and define specifically where we want to look for that keyword within the record for an article. These can all be different for each keyword or phrase. Down below we have the same options we had before to limit results, including the full text limit and the peer-reviewed limit. And once you click on search and get to the results screen, you'll have the same limits that were available during the basic search to limit and focus your search results further. We're going to click on New Search to go back to the basic search screen. We hope this tutorial has been helpful. You can view some of our other tutorials on GTCC Library's YouTube channel. Please contact GTCC Library staff if you have questions about research or library services.